I'm an average ball player. Today we're going to talk about lateral spin, left and right spin, and exotic spins, combination of up left, up right, low right. So when you use left or right spin, when you use lateral spin, your shot's getting a little bit tougher than the actual shot because when you try to hit the cue ball a little bit left or right, so when you try to hit left, your cue ball try to go on right inside, so you just try to get a little bit of curve on the other side of the hitting location or hitting off, like a hitting point. So, but this spin, how the spin works is basically when you hit left, and when the cue ball touches the rail, it will come back left. So if I hit left, the ball will go left after touching the rail, and if I hit right, it will go right inside after touching the rail. So, how would you aim the ball? How would you aim the ball if your ball is getting on, when you hit left or right, and when your ball is trying to intense to go on right inside. So for example, as I told you last time too, that cue ball works on clock system. So think the same clock system on the object ball too. So for example, if there's a 1 right here, then there's a 1 right here. If there's a 9 o'clock right here, then there's a 9 o'clock. So when you try to give left spin, you want to think that your cue is going from 9 o'clock right here to 9 o'clock right here in the perfect straight line. So when you do that, it will go perfectly in that direction. So that will make it a little bit easier for you. Another way to aim this ball right here is but for the system, if you want to use this technique for the lateral spins and everything, you want to make sure that when your bridge length needs to be approximately this much, not too long, not too short, and you want to see your stroke is firm. So in this system, basically you're aiming the center of the ball first, and you're just maneuvering your back like that. But you want to make sure that you're aiming perfectly and then maneuvering it. And that's how. So that was just a demo. So now I'm going to show the actual shot. So for example, if you're playing like this, you're aiming this straight shot, you got the left spin, and that's how you aim the ball in this situation, because it doesn't affect outside spin, but when you're playing inside spin. So what is an inside spin and outside spin in this case, right? So you want to make sure what is an inside spin and outside spin is. You can recognize. So you want to put your cue like that, all right? So for example, if you're trying to aim this 4 ball in the side pocket right here, you want to see where your cue ball is, all right? Where is your line? So pocket is on the left hand side. So any spin on the cue ball with the left, up right, up left, low left, or just a straight left is basically inside spin. But if you give a right hand side spin, it's basically your outside spin. Outside spin is not that tough, but inside spin is a little bit tough. So in this kind of situation, you want to use your maneuvering technique, right? So if you're aiming straight up right here, and if you go like that, right? So you want to make sure that you got the perfect bridge length and everything. So for example, if you want to give it inside English, you want to maneuver your hand, and you got that. So that's how the system works. Also, the measurement, right? So how the measurement thing works in this case right here is basically, for example, right here, this is right here, it's a center of the cue ball. So for example, how this system, like how to measure how much spin you need, right? So for example, if this is the case, like right here, diamond to diamond, if you put your cue straight up in a line, and if you see that 9 like straight up right here, this is the center of the ball, right? So if you give a half tip of the right speed, it will come back. It will come back a 1 diamond straight up right here. So half tip spin, that means you're going a 1 diamond away from the contact point on the opposite rail. So for example, this is the center right here. If I give 1 tip spin, we'll go 2 diamond, like that. And the same way, if I want to go for if I go for 1.5 tip, that means it's going for 3 diamond. So this is center, 1 tip, and another half. So it will scratch, right? So that's how the system works. So you want to make sure this thing is perfectly, you know, you want to make sure your tip. Sometimes the tip size is different. Mine is 11.8. So accordingly, you want to see where your half tip is, and it's a common, it's a general thing that you want to make sure half tip equals to 1 diamond. It works the same way on the long rail, but remember that the longitudinal side is double. So 1 diamond right here, which is half table. So for example, like how to explain this thing is, if I'm right here somewhere, and for example, if I'm somewhere here, and if I'm trying to get back here, that means, so from, like, you want to put your cue like this, first of all. You want to put your cue straight up line, so it's like somewhere around 2.5 diamond from the pocket. But if you are, like, for example, let's say 2 diamond or 3 diamond right here. All right, so this is the 3 diamond shot right here, right? So for example, if I give 1.5 tip, right? So that means 3 diamonds right here, right? So 1.5 tip means the body's not going to come here, which is like 1.5. It's not like that. So your 1.5 tip works from here because this is the 1 table. So 1, and 1.5, which comes right somewhere right here. So that's where you want to come to get into scratching this pocket. Right. So if I aim straight up on this ball with a 1.5 tip of, so that's too much spin, right? So you want to make sure that you're aiming perfectly 1.5 tip. Alright? So basically everything got like, divided by 2. That's perfect. See, 1.5 diamond. So basically what that means is, from here to there, if you give a half diamond, like half tip, it's gonna travel 1.5. So everything got like a little bit of, you basically want to divide by 2, because the table is got longer than the distance right here, and there is basically double distance. So everything got reduced by like a half. So half tip. So half tip in this case is basically, 1 diamond. So in this case, if you hit from here, half tip, which is basically 2 diamonds right here. So that's how this thing works. And so basically we learned today on lateral speed. The shots. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you really like it, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification so you can stay tuned with the new lessons. I try to keep it simple as possible because I learn tough way, and I try to make it easier for myself and for everyone too when I teach someone else. So please subscribe my channel, and thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.